As you can see by the video, if you've seen us chopping beet before, which I think there is old videos of us chopping beet, we're doing it a bit different. We've got a new beet chopper, well, new tusk beet chopper, and it's a standalone chopper ran by the PTO of the tractor, whereas we used to have a chopper on the end of the beet washer. One of the main reasons for doing it was stones in the beet when we used the tire god to dig the beet. Very hard to get every stone out of the beet when you're picking them off the cleaner, and they just get jammed in the chopper on the end of the washer. And another reason for doing it was you get a lot of lads in, not so much this year for some reason, but previous years you get a lot of people coming in and they get 1 or 2 ton of beet and they'd want it chopped. So you'd have to start up the washer and the cleaner and everything just to chop 2 ton of beet. Whereas now we can, at the start of the week, wash, or the middle of the week, we can wash a certain amount of beet and just have it there. And then when someone comes in, it's not a big job just to turn on the chopper and throw in a bucket full of beet. The new chopper, you can also chop beet a lot quicker. If you have a bit washed in front of you, you'll catch the washer with the chopper, and it doesn't take an awful lot to run it. We run it there in the 1000 shaft at about 1500 revs, and it chops it as fine as anybody wants it. We could chop it a little bit finer by tightening up the springs and possibly spinning it faster, but don't want it to go into pure mulch either. The chopper has made actually a big difference to the washer from the point of view it's one less thing for the washer to drive. The washer is getting old, the hydraulic pump's getting wore out, so it's one less motor for the washer that it has to drive. So that's a help on the washer end of things. We were able to open up the end of the washer by taking out the chop and drum, so there's less chance of anything getting blocked. There's less stoppages in the washer and stuff like that, and it works quite well in with the washer. You can kind of work in a rotation. You kind of do 2 loads, 2 buckets into the chopper and 1 bucket into the washer. Now ideally, to keep the chopper going, you'd want a loader drawn to the chopper full time, but it doesn't do any harm to itself running dry or anything like that. It's just 2 bearings and a drum. There's nothing really to go wrong by it running free or running empty. on the way to a dairy farm with chopped load of beet. It's not a full load. Went with one load last night, 19-ish ton, and he gets 30 ton of it. So I have 12 and a bit ton in this load. Just getting late last night, and he was going to start milking by the time I was back with the second load. He gets 30 ton at the start of the beet season, and then gets another 30 ton around this time of the year, and he ensoils it in a pit and feeds it year round.